I don't want to hear it. I literally, I'm not exaggerating when I say I literally just woke up. So if I look like I just woke up, it's because I did. I had a nap. I didn't just, I mean, I'm saying this like you can tell what time it is. It's 2 p.m, but I had a nap. I didn't just wake up at 2. Anyways, Jesus. I have loads more tattoos since the last one. It's actually kind of a problem. 3 weeks ago, I had 7. 3 weeks later, I have 12. Listen, yeah, okay, so hear me out. I had to do the maths there. 5 tattoos usually in the UK would be like, and they're all relatively, like, 2 of them are quite small. The rest are like 7 centimeters, which is like a decent size, right? 5 tattoos in the UK would be about, and I'm considering the size that they are as well, I would say like £400 minimum. Minimum. And because my artist is a legend, I got them for 200. I didn't do it all at once. Here's the reason. Basically, she's doing a thing from beginning of June to end of August where she's doing basically buy one for £80, get one free. So that's what I've been doing. So I did 2 of those, and then I was like, one of them I want more detail on it, so how much would you do that for, because I don't want like a whole other tattoo. And she was like, Mia, just get another tattoo. And I was like, oh, fine. She was like, I'll just do it for like 40 quid. So I said absolutely milady, and we did it. And I've got 12 tattoos now. It's, yeah. So that's where I am, and I also have been spending £80 a week on therapy as well, so my bank knows something is up, because usually I'm withholding that money like a bitch. I don't know what that sentence means. Let's get into it. If you can't tell, well, you can't really tell. Here it is. Here is one of my new ones. I do have another video, like I said in the beginning, of all of my first tattoos. I'm going to go through them very quickly again for all of you. And I'm going to try to do them in order. But no promises. First one that I ever got was on my back. Here it says to speak or to die. It's in Timothy Chalamet's handwriting. I got him to write it for me. If you don't know the law, you're late here, and I just can't. I don't have the time to catch you up. Just look through my old videos. Oh, I've got to take this off. Actually, it's hot, and I've got to show you these tattoos as well. So I got him to write that down for me, and I got it tattooed. I was literally 19. I think I just turned 19. Right, whenever I try to show this one, it never works because it's actually always way higher than I think it is. There we go. That's that one. I actually have zero, like, before anyone assumes or asks, I have 0 regrets about any of my tattoos. And some of them I've had for years. And the thing about tattoos is all of them have meaning for me, which I'll go through. That, for me, is like that movie. If you don't know the law, Call Me By Your Name changed my actual life. It was the reason I went and studied film in university. But that quote for me is just like what I fucking live by. And yeah, it just changed my life. So I was like, you know when you know, and that's gonna be the first tattoo. Like, you just know when you're gonna tattoo something. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Pain tolerance wise, I actually loved that placement. Perfect placement. Like, I would now prefer it to be a bit lower because I literally can't ever see it. The second one I got, I believe, was this one, which I'm not even gonna try and let you guys read. It's like awkward, but it says Pelman, and it says, God, makes me feel old trying to read this. But to make yourself feel nothing so as not to feel anything, what a waste. It's another combining quote. It's in the script writing font. That was my, this is honestly, it's one of my favourites ever. And it was because I was going into studying film. And I was like just so deeply passionate about it. And I was like, I just want to be covered. Like, not even in movie references, I just wanted to be covered in things that felt so me. And I still feel that way now, like 4 years later. 4 years later, 2 years later, whoa, I am not 24. Whoa. Mind your mouth. It's technically 3 years if I was 19. And yeah, it felt so me at the time, and it still feels so me, and it's again just my other favourite quote. From what I remember, this placement was okay as well, and I love this placement so much. If I could get tattooed here a million times, I actually would. But the pain wise, it was okay as well. I think it just hurts when you get up here because you've got bone, but here I was fine. And then I think at the same time I got this one. Guys, I'm going to show you the back of my neck, and I'm going to attempt to show you this. I will probably miss, so don't fucking open your mouths. I don't know if you can see it, so if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. It's the semicolon. It's a semicolon. If you were on Tumblr, you know what that means. You can go look it up. I'm not going to talk about it. Then the other one I got was this one. This gorgeous one. So it's a rose. I had my friend draw a rose between / entangled in two swords. I am now an author. But those were for the first 2 novels I ever wrote, which aren't out yet. But I did get a tattoo for the one that is out. So yeah, rose and swords. When they come out, you'll understand. And so those are the first 4, and then I got this one, which is kind of fading, so don't say anything. Shh. But it says FU, and I wanted to get it because I was like, it's on my middle finger, FU, but also fu. Fu in Chinese is good luck. So I was like, if I do this to someone, it's like fuck you and good luck, you know? So I loved it. And I love this so much. I'm not even kidding when I say this, desperate and dying to get another hand tattoo. Ooh, I am at my wit's end. I need another hand tattoo so bad. You just don't get it. Okay, then I got this one. This is Alby. Alby was mine and my boyfriend's, well, technically it was his family's cat, but it was the first kind of like cat I've ever looked after and loved, and he felt like our cat. And he died last September. He got hit by a car. Oh my god, no one actually ever prepares you for that. People prepare you for people dying, for heartbreak, for like literally getting cheated on. And no, not a soul prepares you for the loss of a pet. Because like all I lost in the past was like fucking hamsters, and they hated me anyway, so it was like, right, you know. But yeah, we both sobbed our eyes out for days. And I was like, I need to like do something for him, because he literally is the first cat that I've ever loved, you know? And I'm gonna have so many cats and dogs in the future, but he is the cat. And he was so, oh, he was so affectionate, and he was just so loving. And I don't see a lot of cats like that. And like, if I was anxious, it was as if he would know, and he would come and sit on my chest and purr, and that really like calmed me down. Oh god, he was our baby, he really was, and he was not even 1 yet really, so that happened. So yeah, that's little Alby. That was an outline of a picture, my favourite picture of him. You could never see his face in pictures because he was a black cat. He was just so dark, like literally you couldn't see anything. So that was my favourite picture of him that you could see. Then we're moving on to new tattoos now. What was first? Oh yes, so okay. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. I don't think I did a video with this one. I didn't. I know that I didn't. So technically this one is also new, but it's not, but it is. It says Alby. That was the English version. It's Alby in Greek, which means fox. And it was for my granddad's birthday. He always calls me Little Fox, or just Fox. Since I was little, that was his nickname for me. And it was like his 80th or something this year, and he was away, and I was like, I love this man so much. And when you get older, you watch everyone else get old around you, and you just want to die. So it's like, I can't even think about it. Let's not even talk about it. I can't even think about it. He is my favourite person on the whole planet. Literally, if you had to ask me to save one person, it's that man. Although he'd definitely fight against it. He'd be like, the fuck are you doing? But that's my best friend. So I got that for him. There's actually a video on my Instagram if you want to check it out of me revealing it to him. If you scroll down enough, you'll find it. It was from March, I believe, end of March. So yeah, it was so funny because my grandma was like, you know that's permanent, right? And I was like, yeah. But it's in his handwriting. I know I have a thing for handwriting, because I was like, yeah, I could just have the word, but I want it in his handwriting as well. Like, that's my bapu. That's my granddad. So I got that one as well. Then, what was first? Oh, okay. This is where we come into the ones that I got with the sale. So I got this. If you do not know who this is, leave. You don't understand the law. Marcel the Shell with shoes on. First of all, go watch that film right now if you have never seen it. How dare you step foot around here without watching it. And two, so I watched this over a year ago now on the plane to LA, which is how I watched Call Me By Your Name. For some reason, doing that just changes my entire trajectory of my life, because this movie changed my life as well. I loved it. I love Jenny Slate. I would die for Jenny Slate. I would die for Marcel the Shell. That movie is my absolute fucking go-to, because also I love Call Me By Your Name so much, and I always will, but it just makes me cry, whereas this film makes me actually happy. So this is my comfort film, and it always will be. It always will be. But also, me and my boyfriend have new cats. One of them is called Missy. She is technically his mother's. And then our cat, Marcel, I named him after Marcel the Shell. So technically this is also for Marcy, my little Marcy. Then this one that I got with that. Are we kidding? I wanted this for over a year. It's just too beautiful. And I was like, if I'm too pussy right now, and only women can use that term in that way, okay? But if I'm too pussy to have a hand tattoo, I'm gonna do a wrist tattoo. Dangerous, because now I'm 100% on board with the hand tattoo and I want it so bad. This, for me, I actually wanted it here, but I'm so glad I didn't. Not because I would regret it, but because I think it would hurt more. So this one only hurt because it was loads of long lines, even though it's quite small. This one wasn't too bad, but the bits where she had to fill it in, whenever you have to go over a tattoo, it hurts. So, you know, it wasn't the best placement, but it is what it is. The one on my ankle actually hurt, and the one on my neck I didn't feel at all. So I would get a million neck tattoos because I literally did not know she started and she was like, done. And the one on my finger, yeah, that hurt. I mean, it's straight on bone in it, so it would. But the one on my ribs wasn't too bad. I thought it would hurt more actually, so 50-50. But yeah, I wanted this for over a year, and I wanted it behind my ear because for me, I know it's like, it's supposed to look like artsy and it's supposed to look a bit like smoke. And yes, I do smoke before you ask, but it's not to do with that. For me, when I saw this, my initial kind of thought behind it was like, it reminded me of growth. And I think loads of people get plants for growth, and don't get me wrong, plants on people are so cute, but I would fucking hate that on me. I know I would want to rip that shit off of me. I swear to God, I will never get a plant unless it has a really sentimental value tattooed on me. So I was like, when I saw it, I was like, this is perfect because I don't want a plant. And this to me like really represents growth, because it's just like the ebbs and flows. Like I don't know what it was, it just really stood out to me. So I wanted it over a year ago and didn't get it because I didn't have the finances at the time. And when my tattoo art, I sat down and she was like, you're getting two. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, I'm doing one for free. And I was like, you're kidding. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, let me pull Pinterest up then, thank you. And pulled this up and she's like, oh yeah, I remember you wanted that. And so she just did it for me, and I was like, this is, yeah, I walked in with getting one, and now see, this is dangerous. And I was right, because then I got another 3, can't remember. So this essentially, with this one, was the beginning of a sleeve, because I want a patchwork sleeve so bad. I'm desperate for a patchwork sleeve. I feel like I will be complete when I have a patchwork sleeve, okay? So the next ones that I got, yeah, there's 3 left. So the next one that I got was this beauty. This little fairy. So for context, if you told me, oh, would you ever get a fairy tattooed? I'd be like, no. Wrong, I would never say no. One of my best mates, Lorena, we've been friends since 6th form, so we were, oh my god, it's like 6 years. She now has a baby, and every time I see her, she has this gorgeous, much bigger, much more detailed, very specific to her artist style, like her tattoo artist style, fairy. And I was like, I love this so much and I want one. I was like, I want one. And also we want matching tattoos. And at some point we had like elephants, like she had the big mummy elephant and I had the baby elephant key rings. Even though I'm taller than her by quite a lot, but she's older than me. So I was like, I don't know what I can do instead, like until we can get matching ones. I'm gonna get a baby fairy. I love her. I love dainty women. I have loads of dainty drawn women on my Pinterest board. I don't know what it is. I think to me it's like, I have like dainty women with swords or dainty women doing something, and I think to me it's just like that daintiness but also that strength at the same time, and I feel like she is me. I feel like she's a little part of me and I love that. And I think fairies also, to me, just always love them, but I think they just represent a bit of growth as well for me. So yeah, there's that one. From what I remember, this one actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't painful, I don't believe. But this was a good placement. I like this one. Then I went back to the ankle, but the other one this time. And I got that. Now, you're probably a bit confused because you can't see it properly. It's a stack of books, and at first that was all I got, was a stack of books. If you're new here, you won't get it. But if you aren't, and you know, I'm on Bookstagram, BookTube, reading is my life, and as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm also an author now. So the stack of books wasn't just because I like books. No. All my tattoos have deeper meanings, my friends. Basically, the book that I've just put out for pre-order, get it below, it's basically representative of that book. If you read it, you'll understand. But it was looking a tad bland, and I'm not bland. So I was like, that was the one that I was like, can I have more detail? So at the bottom book, it says BASG. That's the name of my book. Be a smart girl. That's the name of my book. So I added titles to the books to make it more unique to me. Then I also added a ladybird, which is representative of my 4th novel that I wrote. All of these novels will come out, by the way, at some point. I just, for now, they're my babies. Having one release into the world is already scary enough. But I am a 4.75 author on Goodreads. I'm just saying. So that was my second tattoo, representative of another 2 books of mine. Then the final one was this. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it. It is 2727. I've always wanted to tattoo myself with an angel number, but I didn't want a normal one because everyone's gonna have that. 2727 because 2727 is my lucky number, and I was born on the 27th of the 7th 2002, so my entire birthday is an angel number, so 27722 essentially. But I didn't want my birthday either because that's a bit dumb, so I got my angel number, which is 2727. I initially wanted it here, and then I was like, I don't want to look like what's his name, Pete Davidson, so I got a tramp stamp instead. But I love it because I keep wearing, like, I always want low rise, and I don't think it looks that good on me, and now I think it looks good on me, and I've been wearing low rise. So those are all my tattoos. That's my tattoo tour. That also was not very painful. I know it sounds like I'm lying, but I would say like 50% of my tattoos were really painful. There's just some that are way less painful than others. That one wasn't that bad. That one was worse, I think, than the one on my ankle. The further down on the ankle you go, the worse it is. That hurts. That hurts, believe me. Yeah, so that's my tattoo tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm a bit right now because I've just woken up, so leave me alone. But I love you guys, and I will see you in